Wherever you're listening from and however today feels, welcome. If you're listening to this on the 31st of December, well, we're not quite finished with 2025 and we're not quite started with 2026. And if you're listening later, maybe on the 1st of January or a few days in, you're not late, you're exactly where you're meant to be. Before we go any further, let me just explain what Red January actually is. Red stands for Run Every Day. That's it. Every day in January, you run. No set distance, no pace targets, no mileage goals. Some days it might be a proper run, some days it might be 10 slow minutes. Some days it might be a shuffle, a jog, or something that barely feels like it counts. It all counts. There are no prizes, no winners, no leaderboards. This isn't about streaks or perfection. It's about returning to movement every day you can. This episode is the first of a month of daily reflections. I'll share one each day throughout January. They're designed to be something that you can listen to before a run or maybe during the first few minutes of one if you want to. They're not instructions, they're not motivation, they're not coaching, they're just company. And if you're listening to this, you've already stepped in. Not in a big dramatic way, not with an announcement or a plan, but just by pressing play. Just by choosing to be here. And that matters. I want to start today by saying this clearly. Red January isn't something you need to get right. There's no perfect start, no ideal pace, no correct way to do today. This isn't a challenge you're beginning, it's a journey you're entering. And journeys don't ask for certainty. They just ask you to cross the threshold. January has a funny energy. Everyone's talking about fresh starts and big intentions. But underneath that, a lot of us are tired. Tired from the year that's just gone, tired from expectations, tired before we've even begun. So, if you're starting Red January feeling flat, unsure, or unmotivated, you're probably exactly where you're supposed to be. Over the next few weeks, this won't feel like progress in a straight line. Some days will feel light, some days will feel heavy, some days will feel like nothing happened at all. That's not a problem. The month has a rhythm to it. At first, we've got a bit of energy, the sense of beginning. And then there's a quieter middle where things start to feel ordinary. Then there's resistance when your head starts asking questions about what you're doing. And finally, there's a return when you notice what's changed, even slightly. Now, you don't need to remember any of that. I just want you to know that when things shift, it's normal. For me, Red January isn't about becoming someone new. It's about coming back to myself. Running helps me to do that. Not because it fixes things, but because it gives me space to notice what's actually going on. Some days that space is calm. Some days it's noisy. Some days it's uncomfortable. It's all part of the work. And if you're listening to this before a run or while you're just getting going, I don't want you to aim for anything today. Don't try and set the tone for the month. Don't try to start strong. Don't try to make this run mean something. Just move. Let your body find its rhythm. Let your head settle when it's ready. The first step doesn't need to be impressive. It just needs to be taken. One thing I'll come back to a lot this month is this idea. You're not trying to get somewhere. You're practicing returning. Returning to movement, returning to routine, returning to yourself. That's what this is. And one last thing before you head off. If you're doing this alongside other people, great. If you're doing it quietly, on your own, that's just as valid. This isn't about comparison, it's about shared presence. We all step in together, even if our paths look different. So that's enough for today. You've stepped in. I'll speak to you tomorrow. Thanks for listening. If this series is helpful, you can follow the PKS Running Club podcast wherever you're listening, and these daily reflections will just appear for you through January. You can find me on Instagram at PKS Runs. I also share longer videos on YouTube documenting my own running journey. However we connect, that's enough. No pressure, just an open door. See you out there.